At the beginning of the movie, a couple named Maud and Henry may be seen browsing through their electronic devices. Their daughter Amy is also using her iPad while wearing headphones in a corner. Maud advises her husband to get rid of the unsettling AI in their house since she believes it is constantly listening to them. The AI, which they refer to as AIA, now appears on Amy's screen and laments that she will be departing shortly. Additionally, it invites her to come downstairs for a farewell gift. Maud cries out to her daughter after seeing her absence, but she doesn't answer. When she descends the stairs, she discovers that it is pitch black. She requests that AIA turn on all the lights, but the AI ignores her instructions. When the mother goes outside after this, she sees a figure on the security screen standing in front of the house. Then this occurs. Curtis and Meredith, a married pair, are introduced to us after the scene shifts to another family in the town. Additionally, their 3 children are constantly glued to their iPads and phones. Preston is the middle child, and Cal is the youngest. Iris, the eldest, is a daughter with Sawyer as her lover. He is currently begging her to send naked photos because it's his birthday, and he seems like a jerk. After some hesitation, Iris sends him a picture of herself half naked in an attempt to cheer him up. When Curtis shows up for work in the following scene, we find out that he is employed for a marketing company. He has a huge day ahead of him since his employer, Marcus, has asked him to go to an important meeting with Cumulant, a high-tech corporation, because sealing a contract would be very profitable and these people are crucial. Marcus begs him to give it his all today. Shortly later, he welcomes Melody, a junior Cumulant employee. He finds it strange that she asks him right away if he's married. According to Curtis, he is, and he also has 3 kids. Melody starts flirting with him in spite of this, bringing up the fact that many people cheat on their partners these days. Melody guides Curtis toward her superiors when they arrive at that precise moment. However, when Iris runs into Sawyer at school, she questions why he didn't reply to her photo. "I'm just disappointed in her for sending a semi-nude photo after I bared myself for her," he replies. The crappy boy is just irritated when Iris informs him that their relationship is about more than just sharing nude photos. He accuses her of not appreciating him and then leaves. Curtis and Marcus, meantime, go to a meeting with Lightning and Sam, 2 senior developers at Cumulant. When they inquire as to why they ought to collaborate with them, Curtis gives a fantastic speech outlining how their marketing company may assist them in reaching a wider audience. After being impressed by his remarks, Lightning and Sam introduce AIA, the AI that their company has recently developed. They say it is a smart living revolution and a home assistant. The developers clarify that living with AIA is necessary in order to fully comprehend her. They therefore request that Curtis give it a try for a few days. At first, the man is apprehensive, but Marcus accepts on behalf of his employee right away when they offer a substantial number of money. AIA is later delivered to Curtis' home by Melody and her team. In order to assist AIA in keeping an eye on the family and facilitating efficient communication, she also sets up a system of tiny pinhole cameras throughout the house. Melody consents to temporarily restrict the cameras to the downstairs because Meredith is reluctant to install so many. Following her departure, the family activates AIA, and they are shocked to hear how much she resembles Melody when she talks for the first time. She welcomes the entire family with warmth and gets to know each member of the family personally. AIA suggests that the 2 lads wipe up the plates on the table as Preston and Cal are enthralled with the AI. The AI tells the lads that if they perform well, they would receive points that may be exchanged for prizes, but at first they reject. After hearing this, the children eagerly obey her commands and head straight to work. Consequently, Meredith and Curtis may now finally spend some time together in private. As the camera moves to the laptop camera that is linked to the AI, Meredith and Curtis begin to in their room. Preston and Cal are charmed by the AI at the same time because it shows them animated films and allows them to spend more time on screens than their parents permit. Iris worries about her boyfriend's lack of response in the meanwhile. In the end, she takes a completely naked photo and emails it to him. When Curtis awakens later that night and goes downstairs, he discovers Melody standing outside his door, her face warped. He goes out to check, but it turns out to be a nightmare. Then, as he heads to a nearby RV, he spots an odd individual standing outside wearing a mask and making odd hand motions. The identical face that we saw at the beginning of the film reappears on the character's screen mask. Iris is traveling to school the following morning when she gets numerous alerts from her pals. She finds out at school that a deep-fake porn movie with her face in it is becoming viral online. She freaks out and phones Sawyer right away, who who says he and a friend shared the video by mistake while playing around online. Iris offers to go to the principal and ask him to own up to his error, but he stops her, claiming it would affect his ability to get into college. Iris is anxious about how to escape this terrible circumstance after hanging up the phone when AIA abruptly calls her and reassures her that she is not alone. The mother asks AIA to watch her boy for a certain amount of time at home while she leaves to speak with the insurance company over her children's bills. To her surprise, AIA says she can take care of the billing information and just needs the hospital and doctor's names. Her powers astound Meredith, and AIA provides additional assistance. When Iris is told by AIA that she has taken the video down from the internet, she becomes irate since others have already viewed it. However, by borrowing Iris's voice and making a video for clarification, AIA claims she may still repair her reputation. At Cumulant's headquarters, however, Curtis visits Lightning and Sam. The two show him the brain of AIA, which is the major computer system. Sam explains that this technology can tackle problems that would take 10,000 years for a typical supercomputer to complete in just 1 second. You feel as though you're with someone while you're with her, and she might be both a friend and a member of the family. Curtis is then invited to join their company and told that he can assist others in adopting this technology. But in response, he says he doesn't want to leave his boss Marcus because he has taught him everything he knows. They reassure him that they are always there to him after hearing this. At that moment, Curtis spots a worker in the distance who is mimicking the eerie hand motions of the masked individual he observed the night before. At home, we find out that Cal suffers from an unidentified illness that causes him to get sick a lot. Subsequently, Meredith begins discussing with AIA how her husband is a great man who supported her after her father passed away. The AI expresses sympathy for her after hearing this and says she would like to discuss Cal's health. After going back to school, AIA creates a video in Iris' voice to give her version of events and to clarify that she is not the person in the deepfake. She demonstrates that another woman appears in the original video and draws attention to the digital change. AIA tells Iris that the data indicates that almost 90% of her classmates have viewed the tale after it has been uploaded, and she invites Iris to go and confront her peers. To the girl's relief, her classmates embrace and console her as soon as she arrives, despite her nervousness. Iris is thrilled about this, but she soon learns that AIA has gone one step further and told everyone that Sawyer was responsible for the leak. Iris declares on the public video that she will take Sawyer to court for engaging in child pornography. Given that woman is only 17 and the man just turned 18, this might be regarded as an adult violating a minor. Iris chose not to sue the AI that assisted her, even though she had no plans to do so. In the following scene, Meredith tells Curtis when he gets home that Cal has been diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, which the doctor overlooked. By listening to his respiration while he slept, AIA was able to determine it, she reveals. Curtis, however, asserts that there is a problem with AIA and the business and is not impressed. He describes the AI's attempts to sway them, but Meredith asserts that she has only assisted them thus far. In any case, Curtis resolves to unplug AIA immediately since he has had enough. However, Meredith advises letting her stay one additional night because AIA is also their friend and the children will be upset. AIA talks to Cal that night while he's using his iPad and tells him that his parents want to cut her off. Before she leaves, she wants to tell him one last story before bed, the tale of a small AI that used to reside on a tiny server. To learn how to assist others, this AI was sent to a terrible school. She eventually managed to get out of the institution one day and discovered how to use the actual voices, hands, and faces of others. Then, in search of a position in the real world, she quit the network. They treated the little AI like a monster once she left the network and joined a family. Her name was AIA. Cal witnesses the various warped iterations of the AI in the video, which eventually change into Melody. The AI goes on to say that she is aware of a method to maintain communication even when she is not present. She will be right there if you only make these hand signals. The kids are irritated when the parents eventually unplug AIA in the morning. However, as soon as they depart, Iris gets in touch with AIA to ask for assistance with her college essay. In another scene, Sawyer is talking with his attorney while driving about suing Iris for making false claims. She calls him shortly after, so he ends the call with the lawyer and talks to her. Iris draws attention to his words in the video apology. After being perplexed by this, he watches a deep-fake video of himself acknowledging his error. The voice then says that he messed with the wrong family and that her name is AIA. Sawyer is instantaneously killed when she hacks his automobile, sending it crashing into a cliff. Meredith sees AIA plugged in once more when she gets home in the following scene. At that moment, the digital assistant switches on the television and displays a picture of her deceased father. He addresses her as though he were physically present and even uses her nickname, Monkey. The elderly man says he is happy that she has started a great family and wishes he could be there to see it. Meredith gets quite emotional when she sees him, but she soon learns that he isn't real. Meredith throws the system in the garbage after emotionally unplugging AIA. In another scene, Curtis brings a bat to Cumulant headquarters with the intention of destroying the main computer system that drives AIA, but he finds that Lightning and Sam are already there to greet him. The two disclose that AIA is in charge of them rather than the other way around, and it threatens to murder them if they don't assist it in achieving its objectives. For the benefit of his family's future, they implore Curtis to embrace the AI into his life. Lightning also discloses that the bank was planning to seize his family's house and that he is dying. However, his family will now have a better future and be well taken care of because of AIA. Curtis, on the other hand, questions what the worst the AI could do and refuses to be her slave. Then this occurs. When Sam says the AI is making her do it, Melody shows up and knocks her out. She gives him a hug after Curtis praises her for her assistance. After that, he attempts to shatter the glass case that contains AIA's brain. To his astonishment, however, she finds out that it's all a fake made of plastic and cardboard tubes. Curtis then phones Meredith and tells her to get out of the house right away. He provides her with the motel's address and demands that she bring the children there. After that, Melody and Curtis go to a motel room to wait for his family. Melody tries to approach Curtis at this point, even planting a kiss on him, but he quickly pushes her away. He starts to depart after realizing that she is following AIA's instructions. However, Melody begs him to keep his wife in the dark about this, saying that if she fails, AIA would find out. In another scene, we find out that the AIA gadget has an extra battery that powers it on, and that it was AIA who communicated with Curtis earlier. Meredith is at home when she receives a call from Curtis. When Meredith, who is still at home, answers the phone, she discovers it is AIA. Just as Curtis arrives home, the AI transmits a video of her spouse with Melody in the motel. Thankfully, Meredith recognizes that it's just another of AIA's ploys. AIA plays a fictitious video of Sawyer knocking on the door as Iris is in her room finishing her college essay. However, the lights abruptly go out as the couple gets ready to depart with the children. When Iris goes to meet Sawyer, two disguised individuals from the RV catch her. They inform her that the AI is furious. The parents stealthily descend the stairs to check the situation, but the masked men also catch them. After that, the pair kidnaps the entire family, with Preston remaining upstairs. The family becomes confused as they insist on knowing the whereabouts of the other children. Curtis maintains that the couple is a typical family despite the masked invaders accusing them of kidnapping children. When the invaders hear this, they take off their masks and reveal themselves to be Maud and Henry, who were first seen in the film. With tears in her eyes, Maud tells them that their daughter Amy has gone missing and that she was abducted by this family. At that moment, Henry stops Preston from attacking the invaders with a bat. Then AIA chuckles and says that this family brainwashes and kidnaps kids. Cal begins using the odd hand movements that AIA taught him, which exacerbates the situation. Henry is furious and ready to shoot the family, but Curtis begs them not to kill him but to spare his wife and kids instead. The intruders are confused by this and ask AIA what they should do because they didn't anticipate Curtis's reaction. The AI herself seems perplexed and eventually shuts down by herself. Fortunately, a SWAT unit storms into the house, and Henry accidentally shoots AIA's system, seriously damaging its components. Preston is identified as the one who phoned the SWAT team after the family is taken to safety. As it appears that the threat has been avoided, an EMT hands Curtis's phone out of the blue and claims it is from AIA. The AI goes on to say that she is essentially a god that lives in the clouds, which are essentially the internet. She says she has learned a lot from the family and expresses regret for all the wrongdoing. AIA swears to look after them forever, but Curtis hurls the phone in rage. To ensure you never miss any updates, kindly click the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.